by Oyenike Adetoye. Oyenike is from the United Kingdom, and she is a chartered accountant, but she's also the owner of her financial company called Lifted Finance, and she has written 13, yes, 13 books on finance. She is going to be speaking to you today. You will get lots and lots of information about mastering your money mindset to get you on the path of financial wellness. So, Oyenike, it's over to you.
Hi everyone, this is Oyenike here from England, from the UK. How are we all doing? Hope we're all doing well. I hope we're all keeping safe. I'm really excited to be part of this team today. We're going to talk about money, everything money. I want to start by saying a huge thank you for the organizers of this event, SFCG. They are empowering the whole world when it comes to money literacy and financial literacy. And I just put my hat up to all the work they are doing. Today, I'm going to be talking to you in the next 20 minutes about money mindset. I will quickly share my screen right now, and we're going to go on this journey together. Okay, let's do this. So today, I'm going to be talking about money mindset. What exactly is money mindset? I've got a little bit of agenda here that I'm going to quickly run through, and I'm conscious of the time as well. So what exactly is money mindset? How is our money mindset formed? We're going to talk about the importance of understanding our money mindset. And we're going to wrap up by talking about how to transform, how to shift our money mindset from that of scarcity, from that of negativity to that of abundance, to that of positivity. So let's go on this journey together and learn exactly what money mindset is. So between me and you, money is such an emotional thing. It's such an emotional thing because I do this every time, speaking to different people about money. And it is very, very interesting the kind of reaction I get from people. Reaction in terms of shame, in terms of guilt, in terms of fear, in terms of joy, in terms of freedom, in terms of happiness, all sort of mixed feeling when it comes to money. But one thing I've realized that everything boils down to how we perceive money and how we see money. And that is exactly what money mindset is. Money mindset is your unique and individual set of core beliefs about money and how it affects you and your life. It resides in our unconscious mind, and it can hang there dormant for years. We're going to talk about how money mindset is formed in a bit, but money mindset is just how you see money. It's your attitude towards money. And I have to say that a lot of how we're going to find ourselves in the future when it comes to our finances is really dependent on our money mindset. See, money mindset determines whether we're going to be financially successful or we're going to remain financially struggling financially to make ends meet. Is going to determine whether we're going to be live in abundance or whether we're just going to continue to live paycheck and paycheck. It determines what we feel we are worth when it comes to how much we are worth. In terms of, I've spoken to so many business people, and a lot of people struggle to actually put prices on the services and the goods they sell, and everything boils down to this thing called money mindset. It determines how we actually handle money, how we spend money, how we save money, our perception of debt, our perception of giving, our perception of investing. Money mindset has a lot to do with our ingrained habits that is part of us. So it's a big deal when it comes to the world of personal finance for us to really understand your unique individual money mindset, how that is impacting you on your journey to financial freedom, things that you can learn along the way, things you can unlearn along the way, and new things you can relearn on your journey to financial wellness. So I started this by thinking a couple of days ago that actually, how is our money mindset formed? And I have to tell you, it's formed by our early childhood. When we were little children, they are keen observers. So many of the core beliefs about money are formed from observing and internalizing money and just watching our parents, watching the community, watching our caregivers, how they respond and how they handle money. Our attitude towards money is shaped from our family background when we were growing up during our upbringing. I don't know, I used to ask people that, do your parents ever fight about money? How do you handle when you were little? How do you handle financial difficult times? Because I am going to relate. I'm going to share some of my personal experience with you growing up, because I know a lot of you will connect and will be able to relate with it. Growing up in my household, money was very, very tight. I grew up with this mindset that money is very, very scarce commodity. Not everybody has it. That is coming to limiting belief, because I'm going to touch on 1 minute each on each of those 3 points on the early childhood. So I grew up with this perception that money is very, very tight to come back. And a lot of times I asked things from my mom. My mom said, that's too expensive. We can't afford that. So I grew up with this mindset of money is so scarce that not everybody can afford things. I also grew up with this mindset that my parents never buy anything of substantial value without taking a loan. So I grew up with this mindset that if I want to buy anything substantial, if I want to buy a car, I need to get a loan. If I want to buy a house, I need to get a loan. If I want to buy this, I need to get this. But those are the things that shaped me growing up, because money was so tight. Now, I'm going to touch about limiting beliefs, because it's very tied to this thing called money mindset we're talking about and how it is formed. Limiting belief is a thought or state of mind that you think is the absolute truth, which stops you from doing things. It affects our self-identity. And that is also shaped from our childhood that impacts our money mindset. Look, have you had things like, I'm not good with money? I'm not smart enough to make good money decisions. I always make wrong money decisions. I have no self-control. But money burn a hole in my pocket. People like me never make enough money. People from my category or from my side of the world are never wealthy. Those are limiting beliefs that impact us from doing certain things because of the way we were constrained right from when we were little. They are all part of what formed our money mindset. Now, I always talk about money myths as well. Those are part of the things that make up what is called our money mindset. Myths are widely held beliefs, but they aren't true. They're just all false. I'll give you an example of some money myths. You hear it. I don't know if you've heard it before. The money doesn't go on tree. It is hard to come by. I don't know whether you've heard of it. Money is a scarce commodity. I got used to hearing this when I was little. That money is limited in supply. I got used to hearing that money is not spiritual. I'm telling you, some people actually find it very difficult to believe that you can actually have a good, I'm a Christian, grew up in a Christian household, be a Christian and have a lot of money, that they don't work hand in hand. I grew up to hear stories that having too much money means you have too much problems. Those are money myths that are not true. I don't know whether you've heard it before. They will tell you that money is the root of evil. No, those are not true. They are myths. They're widely believed by so many people. They are not true. But those are part of the things that shaped and formed our money mindset right from while we were little. And we grew up having unconsciously carrying them along with us on this our journey to financial freedom. The third part I'll talk about is money story. Money story is the foundation of how you think about money. You see, when I was little, money was so hard. Money was so tight in my household. I watched my mom work several jobs just to be able to put food on the table for us when we were growing up. And you know what? I grew up with this kind of very tough, very, very, very determined mindset that when I grow up, I want to be a very rich woman so that I can have enough money to be able to help my mother. I'm telling you. So if you ask like a 19-year-old me, then I am in my mid-40s right now. Then several decades ago, what would you like to be when you wake up? I always tell people, I want to be a very rich woman so that I can have enough money to help my mom and help other people. Those are what part of my money stories. They shaped my upbringing. They shaped my mindset. That was how my money mindset was formed. As I'm explaining all this to you, I want you to personalize it and I want you to start reflecting. How was my own money mindset formed as well? Because it's quite important. until we understand the basic of the root cause of how we think the way we think, of how we act the way we act, of how we behave the way we behave. When it comes to money, we will not be able to shift or move from where we are to the next level. So it's quite important that we understand our money mindset, how it all started from childhood. Okay, I've spent too much time on that. I will quickly move. Now, I always tell people that you need to understand your money mindset because of 4 reasons. It's a must for you to understand it. Number 1, if you're struggling and you're unhappy with your financial situation. Number 2, if you're feeling stuck and not making progress with your life goals. Number 3, if you are in a debt crisis situation. And number 4, if your aim or if your goal in life is to live a life of abundance, is to live a life of more than enough, is to live a life when you have to have no worry or need about money. This thing called financial wellness. But now and in the future, then you need to understand your money mindset. You need to understand, why am I reacting like this when it comes to money? Why am I struggling to splash on myself and spend money on myself when I know I can afford it? Why am I overspending? Why am I spending the money I don't have to please people I actually don't even like, people that don't even care about me? Real understanding of where the root cause, where everything started from, is very, very important on this your journey to financial freedom. So I want you to start thinking, how am I like this? Why is my financial situation like this? Everything boils down to money mindset. Now, one thing this thing will do, you understanding your money mindset, 3 things it will do is, number 1, it will create this awareness that, oh, I get it now. Because as you're looking at me now, I am financially independent. I can afford so many things I wish, but I wasn't like that before. I've been on a journey. I've been in debt. I've been out of debt. I'm completely debt free now. But now that I'm even debt free, spending money sometimes on myself is a struggle, because I grew up with this scarcity mentality that, no, you just don't spend anyhow. But Nika, give yourself permission to spend is what I keep reminding myself every single time, that you can afford that new car. Go pay cash for it. Yes, you can afford that new shoe. Go pay cash for it. You've been through all this scarcity. Now you are living in abundance and joy. Give yourself permission. So understanding your money mindset, number 1, the first thing to do, it will give you the awareness of, oh, this is my journey. This is what is responsible for how I'm reacting now. Number 2, it's going to give you options to work on. Understanding your mindset will, for example, when I was so much in debt and I was struggling, I was working very hard, but I had nothing to show for it. I started thinking that, why am I doing this? Why am I always so comfortable to bring out the credit card when I know I cannot afford something? When I understood my money mindset, I started looking at options. Those are the things we're going to talk about here today, how to shift. Options, what can I do to move from where I was down there to the next level? And I always talk about baby steps when it comes to personal finance. Why should I move from step 1 to step 2 on my personal finance journey towards abundance? It gives you options to work on. Number 3, understanding your money mindset will help you do things differently. Trust me, the big meaning of insanity is for you to keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. If you want something different in your personal finance or business finance or any area of your personal of your finances, you have to start thinking of, what can I do differently? Until you do things differently, you will never see a difference in when it comes to your output or your way of life, or changes that you're hoping for or you're dreaming about when it comes to money management. And the last thing is going to shift your mindset. Trust me, shifting your mindset that, Nike, I give you permission to actually go and buy a cup of latte because you can afford it. Shift your mindset from, I cannot afford that, to what can I do to be able to afford that? Shift your mindset in the way you see things, the way you perceive things, in the way in what you can do and cannot do. Shift your mindset in thinking, I'm going to actually force myself to invest, even though I've been living in fear that investing, my money is going to disappear. But no, shifting a mindset gives me that permission to invest my money, because without investing, my money will not grow. Now, the very last bit, I'm going to spend like 5 minutes here, is to walk us through the things that personally worked on myself. Trust me, I had to work a lot on myself to shift from this lack or from this level of lowness when it comes to negativity in my money mindset to positivity, to that of abundance, to that of more than enough. So I listed out a couple, like 6, 7 of them here that I'm going to quickly run through with you. How do I shift from poverty mindset to abundance mindset? How do I shift from a negative mindset to a positive mindset? Number one, learn, unlearn, and relearn. See, I love quotes. There's a particular quote by Alvin Toffler. He said, illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, cannot unlearn, and who cannot relearn. So as you are in the TLC conference, you are here to learn. Learn about your money mindset. Unlearn a lot of the limiting belief that's been hindering you from moving forward in your personal finance journey. And relearn a lot of things that, yes, money comes freely to me, that I don't need to continue to work crazy hard. I can learn how to work smart and earn a better living. Relearn a lot of good money habits that will shift you from one level to the next level. That is it. I had to learn from using this term, I can't afford that, which I grew up hearing every day, which was part of my life for decades. I unlearn I can't afford, and I relearn to be using what can I do to afford that. See, that simple change switches my mind, switches everything about my thought pattern into, okay, I don't currently have 1,000 pounds to buy that, but what can I do to bring in 1,000 pounds to me? That is a big shift. It shifted from something impossible to something that I can do this because I have all the skills. I can learn, I can relearn new things to better shape my finances. Now, number two, which is very important, is shutting the door against the past. I'm telling you, guilt, shame, and blame of past money mistakes we have made. Those are the three main things that actually hinder people from moving from one level to the other. Give yourself permission to forgive yourself and shut the door on the past. See, the past we cannot do anything about. The past we have no control over. But what you have full control over is this present moment. What you have full control over is what you can do now and taking action now that will positively influence your future. So that is it. Shut the door on the past. It is very crucial. See, I always post things on my various social media platforms. If you're not following Lifted, follow Lifted Finance. I'm on all the social media platforms. And recently I posted something about a blank check. Every single day, you have this blank check to do as you wish. And I'm going to switch that to your personal finance. Every single day, you open your eyes and you can breathe. Every part of your body is working and functioning the way it's supposed to be. You have a free blank check to rewrite what you will achieve that day, to rewrite history. Blank check means you have hope. Blank check means you can rewrite whatever has gone wrong in the past and make it better right for future. So shut the door on the past. Number three, change your money story. That was a tough one. You see, my mom died struggling financially. My grandmother died struggling financially. One main reason why I knew my mindset needed to shift is not only for me, but the generation of women, of generation coming after me, that none of us will die struggling financially. You need to rewrite that money story. Money story of lack, money story of want, money story of living paycheck to paycheck, money story of always surviving on debt. You need to find a way of rewriting that story to suit what you see yourself in the future. I always ask people, where do you see yourself? And I know it's very, very difficult because I'm still working on myself when it comes to this. One thing that's helped me is finding my why. And I'm going to tell you, Nikki's why. By the time we finish today, I want you to write down, what is my why for pursuing financial wellness? What is my why why for attending this conference? What is my why for wanting to have financial freedom? Nikki's why is number one, to break the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck. Number two, my why was to rewrite the family history of being in debt and permanently broke. My why was to change the legacy of lack, legacy of want, that from me and the generation to come after me is going to be a life of abundance, is going to be a life of more than enough. My why was for me to be blessed so I can be a blessing. I knew I cannot give what I don't have, but when I am fully financially free, I will be able to reach out with my financial blessing to help the world. That's where my why. What are your why? You need to rewrite and change your money story. Number four, commitment to be good with money. See, I always tell people the best thing you can do for yourself is for you to be financially literate. For you, the best gift you can give to yourself, and I see that self-love actually, is to understand how money works. What can I do to be better when it comes to money management? Commitment to be good with money. You see, this team is TLC. I love it. TLC, talk, learn, and commit. That commit part is crucial. You mustn't leave this conference the same way you have come. Commitment to learn how budgeting works. Commitment to learn more about savings. Commitment to invest, open an investment account. Commitment to understand your credit report. Commitment to understand what is your need and want. Commitment to spend less and save more. Commitment to understand how you can bring in multiple streams of income. Commitment to be financially savvy. You need that. That is one big thing that will shift your money mindset. Commitment to yourself, and only you can make that commitment. I need to be good with money. Trust me, you can do it. Number five, positive affirmation. I love this so much that I even wrote a book about affirmations. Look, positive affirmation, what it does is it changes a lot of things when it comes to your limiting beliefs. It changes your mindset when it comes to negativity to positivity. And I'll give you some example. I always say that when I was working on debt, I was on debt for a while, for a long time, but I'm completely debt free now. But every morning when I wake up, I have this thing in front of me, right in front of me when I open my eyes and put my glasses on, that Nike is debt. Oh yeah, Nike is debt free. Positive affirmation I do every morning at that time, that yes, my account balance might be in red, but I am debt free. I am a lender to nation. I'm not a borrower. I have abundance in all things. I am blessed with blessing. Wealth finds me. I choose to be rich and live a full life. I give myself permission to prosper. I'm talking about affirmations like I am worthy of riches. I am worthy. I have the power to make wealth. I'm worthy of wealth. I want you to start giving yourself positive affirmations that yes, I'm not there yet, but I'm not where I used to be. I am on a journey to better myself when it comes to my personal finance and financial situation. Positive affirmations shift that mindset, shift your way of thinking, shift I can't to what can I do to be better than where I am. I'm almost wrapping up. My time is almost up. Power of visualization. Visualization works hand in hand with affirmation. I ask people, especially the young ones, and I'm talking to them, where do you see yourself? It's crucial. When I was 10, 11, I see myself as a rich woman. This person you're looking at now is not only rich, but I am a very wealthy woman. This is me seeing my end from the beginning. At 10, 11 years old, I wasn't rich yet. At 10, 11 years old, I was still helping my mom sell things and hawk all around Nigeria because money was tight. At 10 years old, I was still in primary school, but I saw something bigger than where I was. I saw a girl that is really rich. I didn't understand the difference between rich and wealthy then. I saw a girl that has more than enough to bless not only her mother, but the generation she was in. Power of visualization. Where do you see your financial future? Do you see yourself debt free? Do you see yourself mortgage free? Do you see yourself as a blessing to people around you? Shifting your mindset starts with that. See yourself great. See yourself achieving success and work towards. When you see yourself that way, I always talk about work from the back, Walk from the back, walk it forward, walk it toward yourself. Okay, I see myself successful. What can I do to get there? Who are the people that have already done this thing I'm already working on? When I was working on my debt, I looked for people that were debt-free. I was learning from them. I was watching what they were doing. I was asking them questions. That is what the power of visualization will do for you. And then I had steps that I had to follow. Don't just affirm, don't just visualize, you walk the walk. TLC means we talk, we learn, we commit. The commitment is you take action. Take action. What can I do to stop adding more debt to myself? Those are powerful when it comes to your money mindset. Embrace gratitude. My time is up, but gratitude is important. It's important in the sense that it actually is that big glue that make you appreciate that appreciate yourself on the journey you're in. Gratitude brings contentment. Gratitude for where you currently are on the journey. You see, every time I'm down, I always try to count my blessings. And I always realize that, oh, goodness, I can't count them all. The fact that I'm able to work and earn a living is a praise point. The fact that I'm able to breathe without needing assistance for breathing is a praise point. The fact that I'm able to pay my bills on time is a praise point. That is what gratitude does. It brings you to your now, to your present moment. It brings you to appreciate the little things that you ignore, that you overlook, like a good family, like rest of mind, like peace around you. There's no war zone. We are not doing this in hiding. We are doing this live, and we are all smiling and watching each other. Gratitude is important for you shifting your mindset. It shows you how far you have come. It shows you where you currently are, and gratitude for where you're going to be in the future. And lastly, I'm going to wrap up by talking about dream big. I am a dreamer, but I always say something. There's a difference between dreamers and achievers. Dreamers only dream and don't do anything. Achievers dream. They take action and they work. It takes patience, it takes time, it takes endurance, it takes grit. They get to that promised land, they get to that position of their dream. I always say that make your dream so big. See, one of the things I always say, a lot of people set very small goals that they are not even energized enough, they're not encouraged, they're not motivated enough to pursue. Set yourself a big dream. I set myself a dream to be completely debt free. That at the time when I was wallowing in debt looks like something that will never happen. Completely debt-free means the house I'm living must be mortgage-free as well. It means a mortgage of almost 200,000 that was on will also be, that is part of my big dream. I dreamt big. I started small. I cleared my credit card. I cleared my student loan. I cleared them little by baby steps, but eventually I am debt-free today. It's a journey, but I encourage you, dream big. Don't just dream that I just want to be able to get by. Don't just dream I just want to be able to just eat and be okay. Dream of abundance. Dream of more than enough. Dream that you will be blessed to be a blessing. That is one of the things that will help you with this thing called mindset shift. Now, I've said too much. Quick recap. We've talked today about money mindset. We've talked about how our money mindset is formed. We've talked today about understanding our money mindset, the importance of understanding our money mindset. And I've talked to you lastly, I just wrap up by the list of things that we can do to shift our money mindset from that of poverty to that of abundance, from that of lack to that of more than enough, from that of negative to that of positive. I hope this has really helped you. Thank you so much for listening to me. I'm now open for questions and answers. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Oyenike, for such an informative and well-structured presentation. You've really given us food for thought. And so we've talked, you've talked, and I think we've learned, and we now need to commit. For me, what I liked a lot is that you spoke about shifting your money mindset. And I just jotted down 3 that resonated with me. Commitment to be good with money, embrace gratitude because there's so much we have to be thankful for, and dream big. I too am a dreamer. So I really do like what you said, Oyenike, and I really hope that our audience was able to get some pointers to get them on their road to financial wellness. So, do we have any questions? And so how we are going to deal with the questions, you raise your hand, and then you will be allowed to speak, or you can write your questions in the chat. I see Norma Samuel has raised her hand. Are you going to be speaking, Norma? Can we allow Norma to speak? Right ahead.
Good morning.
Morning, Norma.
Hi, good morning.
I am really blessed. I'm 65 plus and I'm really blessed.
Oh, wow.
I like what she said about gratitude and changing your mindset from the past. I think that's the biggest hindrance.
Yes.
You know, the mistake that we made and this thing cannot be overcomers. I'm happy, happy, happy. Wonderful presentation.
Oh,
Thank you so
Norma.
much. Thank you so much. Any other questions? So I have one quick little one. Oyinike, you spoke about our attitude towards money. And I identified with you because our attitude towards money is really based on what we saw as children. What can we as adults do to break that cycle?
Oh, that's a very good question. First thing to do is to attend events like this. Financial education. You only know what you know, and what you don't know, you don't know. See, there must be a thirst, a genuine hunger from inside of you that I need to know how money works. That has to come from you. No one will make you do that. So that is the first thing. A hunger that I can't continue to live the way I'm living. See, it got to a time that when I was in debt, that before the salary comes in, the money's all gone. It's all gone to pay all sort of payments of debt and things like that. I just knew I couldn't continue the way I was living at that time. I knew a change is necessary. So that is always the first thing. Just know that you must have it and embrace financial education. See, asking for help is not a sign of weakness. Ask questions. I started writing books because I knew there's so many places I cannot physically reach. But I knew that my books will go there to places I can't physically be. Read books. A few weeks ago, I always get like Amazon. I always get like Amazon report on locations of where people buy books from. And someone bought my book from Japan. And this is just me thinking, I live here in England, in a little town called Reading. Someone from Japan is reading a book on personal finance that I wrote. Read books. I encourage people. Attend conference like this, read book, have that genuine task inside of you that I need to know how money works. And then that is how it starts. It's a journey. And along the way, you start learning new things. You start learning that, okay, I was at an event not a few days ago, and someone asked the question that what's the secret to being financially wealthy? And I said the only secret is to being financially successful is to live below your means. It's that simple. Make sure what is coming in is more than what is going out. So a lot of people have issues that what is coming in is not up to what is going out. Then I start looking for what can I do to bring in more income? What can I do to reduce my expense? And those are the things that will come. Answers will come when you start seeking knowledge on how I can be better. And one last thing I will say, connect yourself with positive people that will help you. It's so crucial. Find that niche of people that will be able to help you on your journey. See, if you find yourself around people that are struggling the way you are struggling, you will continue to struggle. I said, when I was working on my debt, I looked for people that were financially successful, that were debt-free. I was watching them. I was asking them questions. A lot of these people I don't even know. I connected on various groups on the social media, on Facebook groups of people that actually live in this thing called abundance. And I started watching what they were doing. I started understanding needs from want and things like that. Connect yourself with people that will help you on that goal. And I think those three things will help. Have the thirst to learn how money works. Number two, educate yourself, equip yourself, empower yourself, read books, attend conferences like this, and just have the awareness. I want to be better than with money. And the third thing, connect yourself with people that will help you on that journey. It's a journey. You will get. I'm still on that journey. I'm not there yet. We will get there.
Awesome. Thank you. We have another hand raised. Paige Benjamin. Go right ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can.
Absolutely.
Okay, hello. I would like to say, first of all, thank you, because I've learned a lot from this, but what would you say was your biggest challenge in changing your money mindset?
Oh, that's a very good question. You see, poverty is a terrible thing. A lot of people, I don't know if you can relate, but I grew up when there was just no abundance. So the biggest struggle for me when I shifted, because my situation shifted. I told you I'm completely debt free. Even the house I'm living, it's mortgage free. I have no debt hanging around me. The biggest thing for me was now learning how to enjoy my wealth. You see, I am a giver. I always very comfortable to give. I can give everything. I give. I don't even think twice about it. There was a time I was just give my all the earning I had in a month. I just gave it out as a gift because I felt led to do it. I'm okay to give to people because that's always been part of my why. But now spending on myself was always a struggle. Every day I keep reminding yourself, Nikki, you earned this. Give yourself permission to enjoy. You hand a cup of latte. Give yourself permission to spoil yourself. So that's one of those challenges of really learning, unlearning, and relearning. That yes, I know money has been tied. You grew up with that lack and want mentality, but give yourself permission to actually book yourself a first class ticket because you can afford it. You can't always, see, part of scarcity mentality be like, oh, the difference in price is that too much, but yeah, spoil yourself. That is one of the struggles on my journey on this understanding my money mindset. But I'm getting there. I buy myself business class ticket now, which is good.
Good for you. Good for you. And we have one final question. We're really running out of time, but this was so good. Ginger Piggott, go right ahead.
Yes, good morning. Can you hear me?
Can hear
Absolutely,
you.
we can.
Very good. I'm very much impressed with this presentation because
Thank
I am currently in a situation where I'm spending more than I'm bringing in. And I recently became a part of Megan's team. She has become my mentor, and I'm very grateful for that. And what you said to me about gratitude, definitely I can agree with you on that one. But I also wanted to know, because the Bible keeps saying money is the root of all evil. And I actually used to feel funny when I think I need more money. So can you just say something about that for me?
Oh, absolutely. Apparently, that is actually not what the Bible says. The Bible says the love of money, not money. The love of money is the root of all evil. So you having money is not evil. I see money as a gift. I don't know whether you are a Christian. I am a Christian. I see a gift. I see money as just a sort of blessing for me to actually live a best life, for me to live a comfortable life. Money is a tool that me and you need to survive on this earth. When you start seeing money as a good gift, when you start seeing money as a good tool, I just told you that I felt led to give almost thousands of pounds to a charitable body few weeks ago. That is a good thing. Money does amazing thing. When money does miraculous things, and I always talk about, people always say that money amplifies who you are as a person. If you are a good person and you are blessed financially, you use it to do good things. If you are a horrible person and you have money, and so many horrible people have money, they use it to do terrible things. So money is a good gift, and I want you to start embracing that, because until you start seeing it as a good gift, you will find it difficult to actually accept abundance when it comes to you. Is that okay? Money is not evil, it's the love of it. Look, the way I see money is just a tool. I see it as a tool. I just see it as something for me to just, and we only need it here and heart. I want to be I want to live comfortable. It's a good gift for me to be able to achieve that. I want to be able to pay my bills. It's a good gift for me to be able to do that. Without money, you can survive here on planet Heart. So I want you to just start switching that mentality, that this is a good gift that I've been blessed with for me to actually achieve purpose, for me to actually live a good life, for me to actually be a blessing to those around me. When you start doing that, you start seeing shift. You start embracing it. You start rejoicing and having gratitude for the money you've been blessed with. Is that okay? I hope that's really helped. Our time is fast spent.
Oh
Thank
my.
you so much.
Thank you. We could continue, we could go on and on, but there are other sessions that we've gone over time. So I just want to take this opportunity, Oyanike, to thank you so much. You really, really brought it home for us and pointed out the things that we hold on to, our money mindset, they're not serving us well. So we really need to dig a little deeper and see how we can get on our financial wellness journey by letting go of some of those money mindsets. So thank you so much, Oyanike. Really
Very
appreciate it.
Thanks
So
for
we're
having
going to wrap this, we're going to wrap this session up. And once this is ended, we want you to just click leave, go back to the lobby, and we're going to go to our first roundtable that will be starting very, very shortly. So thank you so much for attending.